Good afternoon, group. Coming on this afternoon for a special Facebook Live with my girl Jess, and we're going to go over keto. So, just a quick background on this partnership I have with Jess. Um, Most of you know I don't do any affiliate marketing. I'm not pushing supplements to you guys. I try to keep it as authentic as possible. Actually, I've pushed one thing recently. I've pushed this water bottle, but that's just because I believe in we have to drink more water and it helps. So if I'm bringing anybody on here with you guys, it's because I trust them. I like their mission, and I believe in what Jess does. So I'm gonna invite Jess on now. Let me invite her.
It says adding. She's coming in now. There she
Hey,
is. Hey,
Matt.
Jess, how's it going?
Great. How are you doing?
I am doing awesome.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be in here and teach you all a little bit about keto and what I do. So
Yes, I mean, just selfishly, I'm excited to learn more. And that's just how I'm going to treat this. And I hope everybody else learns a couple things along the way, too.
awesome.
So let's get into it. Please just tell us a little bit more about what you do, where you are, who you serve, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So my name is Jess. Obviously, I'm an online health and wellness coach, and I specialize in teaching busy professional on-the-go women how to live a healthy lifestyle by following the ketogenic diet. So I really teach you how to really fuel your unique body and flip your fat burning switch into overdrive. I like to keep things super, super simple.
Yes, you
I
do.
feel like as women, we all have so much on our plates, no pun intended, already.
Yep.
But, so my mission is to really, push the easy switch and the easy button on healthy living.
Okay. And where are you based out of? And do you coach in person or do you coach online?
Yeah, so I am based out of Denver, Colorado, but most of my coaching is all online via private Facebook groups, also Zoom calls and phone calls. So I am
Awesome.
available to meet in person if you're local, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So, for those of us that don't know, and I probably know the least, what is keto? What's the keto diet in a nutshell?
Yeah, so in a nutshell, so keto is a high-fat, moderate protein, low carbohydrate diet. So it has your body burning ketones, aka stored fat, for fuel instead of glucose, which is aka sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a process called ketosis. And so once your body starts burning ketones for fuel, you start seeing your insulin levels really level out and drop. So that way you're getting more sustained energy, you're getting more energy, you're dropping weight, you're getting more mental clarity. So many benefits.
All amazing things, all that we could all benefit from. And I'm sure it helps you in your career and in the gym and with everything,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes, it has helped me immensely, career and personal. I used to be a gal of high stress and anxiety, and I think a lot of women suffer from that. I think a lot of people in general, stress is a big issue these days.
Right, yeah, yeah.
And anxiety and just like my head always going, my thoughts going at a million miles an hour. And so I think that hindered me sometimes, professionally and personally. And
Mm-hmm.
so a big benefit I found with keto is just feeling super clear and focused, and the things that were stressing me out aren't stressing me out anymore, and I can handle them better. And so, weight loss is great, but I just found that for me, like the cognitive benefits were just out of this world. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that even if weight loss wasn't a benefit, which it clearly is. I have about 3 clients right now who just started keto and they already have transformed in a matter of 3 months. But even if
Oh
that
my
wasn't
gosh.
such a good benefit, just having
Mhm.
clarity and energy I mean, I don't care what I look like at that point. If I have those two things, I'm good, right?
Absolutely, yes. And if like thoughts are coming to you fast, like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like was that, did I think about that? So it's
Right.
cool. It's really awesome to just feel. It gives you a sense of confidence in what you're doing, and just be able to focus. So.
Okay. Well, you might have a customer out of me, all said and done. So, what would you say? Because you're a keto expert, I'm labeling you that. You're not, bragging or anything. You don't call yourself that. I'm calling you that because I know what I see. Now, what is wrong with the traditional American diet? Stats say 67% of us are overweight.
Yeah. So, there's really these days, like the traditional American diet can be so many different things. I feel like we all personally have like our own quirks, our own bad habits, our own good habits. We've all learned differently from, family or, from what we hear in the media or from what we read. So there's so many different variations, but I can say that the word fat has been demonized, I feel like, in our society. That sometimes even saying it like makes people cringe, like, oh my gosh, I can't eat fat. And so we've always been kind of pushed to a more low-cal, low-fat diet. But the problem with some of these low-fat and low-calorie foods, especially the packaged foods, is that they are filled with tons of sugar and like hidden processed ingredients that are in turn causing the increases in obesity and the heart disease and the diabetes, and no fault of the consumer themselves. They're just not educated properly, and so they think, it's like sometimes the boxes and the product marketing can really confuse us. It's like 100% whole grain or low fat, low cal, no trans fat. And so we think that we're eating healthy when in actuality they're just filling instead of the actual fat, they're just filling it, making it low fat with all of these hidden processed ingredients that are really making us really unhealthy. So.
Yeah, I think the machine is built against us. It's almost, unless you're passionate about your diet, which if you're not in the health and fitness industry, why would you be? You're wearing your own hat, you have your own career.
Right.
It's so easy to just get tripped up and you're eating the wrong stuff and you think you're doing the right thing.
Exactly. And so that's why it's like really my mission, and I'm sure yours as well, is to just be able to educate more. It's sugar it's not fat that's really the bad culprit. It's actually sugar, and it's so terrible. And so I really want people to be more educated, whether keto or non-keto. Really start reading and understanding what's in the foods that they put in their mouth, especially, like the packaged crackers and, breads and things like that. So
totally.
I will address the fat question. And people ask me all the time, how can you eat fat and not gain fat?
Great question. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are going to be eating fat, you won't gain the actual weight unless you are pairing it with these refined, icky, bad carbs that I like to say, the sugar-laden carbs. You're going to see harmful effects. Like if you're eating a cheeseburger and French fries paired together every day, obviously that's not going to be healthy.
Right.
But with keto, we're going totally with healthy fats, things that come from like grass-fed meats and avocados and coconut oil and olive oil and nuts and seeds and things like that. And we're really pairing it with like low carb veggies, so the good carbs, and like leafy greens. And so that's when you're going to see the really great benefits.
So you're saying you can't just have bacon and fried chicken and I guess sour cream.
If you want to do that, you can, and I will tell you, you're still going to get into ketosis. It's not fried chicken. If it's breaded, you won't. If it has any sort of flour. But I guess if someone just like dropped it in olive oil or, canola oil or vegetable oil, that would be okay. But it's not healthy, and that's like such a big misconception in the keto world and what outsiders kind of think or who aren't educated about keto. And so, thinking that we only eat bacon and butter and cheese.
Right.
So I'm saying that there are people that that coach that way and that do that. That's not how my program works. I do like to add a healthy amount of really good low carb veggies and like leafy greens. So you're still getting some carbs and keep it very just clean. Everything grass fed, non-processed. So I think that's
Because that's still a thing
best.
too, is food quality. Yeah.
Yes, the quality. And sometimes, that can get tricky because, as we all know, like buying organic and the grass-fed meats, that can get expensive. But through my program, I give you tips on how to save money and where to buy from and give you grocery lists with links and all sorts of things like that. So I really like people to know that there's always an option. Even.
Awesome. Yeah, so let me pause real quick, group. So I have a list of questions I'm reading off on my second monitor here, and this is just things like stuff I've heard you guys kind of bring up to me, ask me over the past 3 years as a coach. That's kind of the list I'm compiling. So these aren't just like random thoughts off of my head. They're like half of my questions and half of what you guys have been asking. So let's keep it going. Let's see. So, okay, here's another one. So I know some people are hesitant about starting keto because there's this thing out there they've heard called the keto flu. Am I getting that right?
Yes.
What is that? Is that something to worry about? Is that as bad as, it doesn't sound good. So what is that?
Yeah. So the keto flu, or what I like to call like a carbohydrate withdrawal, essentially, is very real. It does happen. The severity and the length of time that you experience it varies depending on how much sugar you have in your body and what you're detoxing. But I really like to flip the mindset of my clients and let them know it's like when you are feeling these keto flu symptoms, that this is a good sign because you are getting all of the toxins out, all that icky stuff, and you're reaching ketosis. And it's right after you're getting these keto flu symptoms that like the rainbow comes and you have the light at the end of the tunnel and you start really getting the amazing benefits that keto has to offer. So, but to answer your question, I do offer a ton of resources to battle it. Just off the top of my head, we add Himalayan salt to our diets, bone broth, we up the healthy fats. So I give a lot of good like little fat bomb recipes that are super simple, that are not only comforting, but help with those symptoms. So I have a whole document that kind of goes through the keto flu. So you'll be covered.
Awesome.
If you're in my program at least, yeah. So.
Awesome. So to pause again, I have a client of mine named Abby. A lot of you know her. She's a client of mine and of Jess's. So she showed me some of Abby, I don't know if she's in right now. Hey, Michelle. I got Michelle in here. I think Megan's in here. Hey, Megan. She showed me some of the behind the scenes of this program, and Jess is not lying when she says she has resources for everything. Abby gets so excited. She's like, yeah, Jess got me a shopping list, so I know exactly what to get, because that's, for her, that's very important that she's just directed on what to do. There's no guesswork, and she just goes and executes, and then she's all set.
Yeah.
And
Thank you for asking.
Abby is a raving fan. So after that segue, let me continue.
She's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing. Thank you for adding.
She brings the energy.
Yeah.
I think her daughter's doing it with her. She's very supportive. Nadia. Do you know Nadia?
I don't know Nadia. No, she's in my Healthy Hustle group, but we haven't talked personally, no. But
okay, I think she just copies what Abby's doing. That seems to how it goes with us anyways in our coaching.
Too, it's like addictive. Like people, like the mom, the wife will start doing it, and then pretty soon, like her husband's on it. I have one client, she's like, oh my God, my husband is so hot now. Like we just went to the beach. Thank you so much. And he's doing keto. And so it's so fun
awesome
to see how it spreads through the family and everyone kind of gets the benefits. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the next question, let's see. I'm going to skip over that one. I think we covered that one. You personally, or if you want to answer, what's the main benefits that your clients notice after dedicating themselves to keto?
You're cutting out just a little bit. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Am I back?
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy, but.
Let me try it again. Let me answer. What are some of the main
Okay.
benefits that you or your clients have noticed after dedicating themselves to keto? The main, like, let's go with the top 2 heavy hitter benefits.
Okay, so benefit. Well, that's hard. I would just say weight loss and stress reduction, like in one thing. That's a big one. And also a huge benefit that I found and that I hear from my clients is that keto has become like a tool in their toolkit. So we all know life gets busy. We go on vacations. Something happens where we get a little bit off track. I mean, it's bound to happen. You can't be perfect all the time, you know?
No.
So when you have keto, it's like you can go on vacation, or if you slip up, you know you have this in your back pocket to come back to, and that you know that you can get these results really fast. So it's a huge benefit just to kind of feel that control that you didn't have before you knew about this way of living. So I think that's amazing, just to be able to get back on
the
track.
confidence that you can get back on track.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
You ever watched Jersey Shore? This is going to get somewhere, but have you ever watched Jersey Shore?
I have watched it. I don't know I don't know if I could quote like a specific episode, but yeah, I've seen it.
So I don't know, you know Vinny, the
Yes.
Mama's Boy one?
Yes.
He's now big on keto, and his name is, his extra page on Instagram is the Keto Guido, and he's all about it.
That's so funny. Oh,
I just found this a couple days ago.
I love it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, what made me think of that was he kind of got off track because he's busy, and then he made a post saying how quickly he was back. He was doing the peace strips and stuff, and after a few days or whatnot, he was back in ketosis, and he was back. So it was pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can bounce back, and it's so cool to just be able to know that, and so know how to do that and have that in your back pocket. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Going back to you again, because I think I personally want to know more about you, and I think my group does also. When did you become a coach? What made you become a coach?
Yeah, so believe it or not, I was actually in the automotive industry. That was my career for over 10 years. So my job was in online branding and marketing. I really enjoyed being in business, and it was something that I was good at doing, but I just felt like my heart was always calling me to do something different. I felt it. I didn't know what it was yet, but I was on a mission to find it. Let's see, in April 2016, my mom suddenly passed away, and so that was a big eye-opener for me, and I kind of knew at that moment, like, this is the time to make a change. I felt like I was kind of living in that career, following in her footsteps and doing it more for her than I was myself. And not only did losing her made me, I went on a whole self-discovery experience there. And so I just really looked deep into myself and what I wanted to do and how I wanted to be presented in this world and who I wanted to help and serve. And one night I was surfing the internet and something came across, and it was like an ad, and it said, "Do you want to become a health coach?" And I was like, what is a health coach? I had never really heard of it. I've obviously heard of like personal trainers and things like that, but I never really knew what a health coach was. So I clicked on the ad, and like literally tears just started rolling down my face. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is what I'm seriously born to do. Like this sounds, they were talking to me, and I was like, this is what I'm going to do. So fast forward, I got my health coach certification, my NASM personal trainer certification, and then my ketogenic living certification. So like when I said I knew, I went all in.
Yep.
And yeah, here we are today.
That's awesome.
And I just feel so lucky to be able to still use my love for business and marketing and that online structure, and also like my passion to help others. So being able to mix the two has just been like a dream come true. So
it really is. It really is.
Yeah.
Mine started the same way. It was just a search on the internet. I had rock bottom. I was in discovery mode, and it just led to, oh, this is my calling. So here we go. And it led to a couple certifications.
And it's so crazy. Like I always thought, like when people were like, oh, you'll just know when you're doing the right thing, and you're gonna feel so aligned, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. And I was like, okay, yeah, right. But I
Right.
mean, it's true. I mean, I just love the way I spend my days and who I'm helping and like talking to my clients. I mean, every single time I hear one of their stories, I literally like start crying. I'm like the happy mom and just so proud of them. So yeah,
Yep.
it's been just awesome. Awesome.
You don't know
And I'm
until
sure you can
you
relate to
know.
that also. Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't know, like when they say, well, like what you said, they don't until you're in it, and you're like, oh, okay. So all that was just leading up to this point, and this is what I've been working for. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. Your story's similar to mine. I bet most of the group, if you guys don't know the little background how I met Jess, we have a business coach. Her name's Steph Joanne, and there was, what would you say, about 11 of us in that small inner circle?
Yeah, it was small. Yeah, about 11. Probably 11.
I bet most of us have this similar upcoming. Maybe even Steph, our coach, you know, just was doing something they weren't very fulfilled in, and
Yeah.
it led to where they're
And
at
it's not
now.
easy, right? I mean, it's so
No.
scary to kind of take that leap. You know, and that's a whole nother side of the coaching that I want to get into too. You know, just helping to inspire. And I think just like interviews like this and things that it is possible to do and to find your passion, and definitely a huge advocate for that. So
Thanks for sharing that because that's got me fired up. You know, sometimes as an entrepreneur, we're kind of like always in the grind of it and we're working
mm-hmm.
and, you know, we're helping people out. But to see like another entrepreneur that's got the same story, that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah,
So thank you
I
for
know, it's
sharing
so
that.
cool. Yeah, it can get kind of lonely in the entrepreneurial world, so it's kind
It definitely can.
of fun. Yeah.
We gotta go to more seminars. All right, so let's see. Um, I heard you have an online coaching offer. What do you have going on?
Yeah, so my online offer, so it's Kiss by Keto is what it's called, and it's an 8-week online program. So you get 8 weeks of online courses and modules that will give you everything that you need to know about the ketogenic lifestyle. I also give you tons of resources, daily, weekly meal plans, grocery lists, daily workouts, travel guides, shopping, just supplement lists, everything I link.
So it's just a one-stop shop. You know what they need, you're giving it to them.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Now, with the busy mom or the busy professional, would they be able to keep up with this 8 weeks, or is it like at their own pace? How does that work?
So you can go at your own pace. Is what
Awesome.
happens is that there's a module that's delivered to you each week. So a new one comes out each week, and then I also back them up with daily inspirational emails and just like a little added info within those. And so those will come automatically, but it doesn't matter where you're at in the program. You're still going to get a ton of benefits with that. So
Awesome.
yeah, you can go at your own pace, and the group is always there. Once you're in our Facebook group, you're there for life. So that's a great benefit right now that I'm offering. And so we do like accountability stuff in there, fun challenges, and things like that. So
Do you have a Labor Day sale right now? I know we're a couple days past, but
yeah, and I want to extend that to your group. So the Labor Day sale, and it's a big one. It's 25% off.
wow.
Which that will never happen. It's like $87 total that you're going to get off the program. So
Awesome.
that is huge, and yeah, I would love to.
You must like me, and you must like my group.
Yes, I do. Well, yes, and this is honestly like my first interview, and so I'm so grateful for getting to speak in front of you all and getting to talk with you, Matt. And yeah, it's awesome.
Do you have anything to close on? Anything that you just have to get off of your chest as far as keto or anything like that? Any closing statement?
I think just how I truly, so many people kind of think that this is just another fad diet. And that people are some people might be using that, you know, to make money off of, or I just want people to know, and you all to know, that this is something that I am truly, truly passionate about. Not only seeing the benefits in myself, but in my clients, in my family members, and in so many people around the world. So it truly is, you know, my commitment to contribute to your all's lives, like in the very best way that I possibly can. So that is that.
And we totally believe that. Like, we can tell the ones that are just in it for the money, and we can tell the ones that are in it for the impact. You know, that's why I connect with you. So if we have any, can we scroll through and see if we have any questions? I don't think we did. No, just invites to invite people on camera. I don't know how that would work. There's already two of us. So I guess with that being said, if you guys have anything to ask, you can ask on the replay on the comment section. Jess has been in our group, so she will get on there and answer any questions you have. Jess, thank you so much for coming in and answering questions for me and my girls. And you have a great day out in Colorado.
Okay. You too. See you later.
Bye, Jess.